As dawn breaks over the contested lands of St. Thomas, a cloud of silence covers the valley. On one bank, masked and cautious, the Henderson Ave Hill and Tower Hill fighters stand poised, gathering intelligence and awaiting orders for the full assault.
At the forefront are warriors handpicked to carry this mission, led by none other than John O.C. Woogan
and Detective Corporal Hemo, each backed by seasoned and disciplined fighters from around the globe.
The air buzzes with anticipation, and the signal is finally given. A horn blares across the field, and instantly the silent army mobilizes into 7 divisions, each with its mission and commander. The fireman's squad ignites flares in sync, casting a red glow through the dense morning mist, signaling their charge. His unit moves in swiftly, creating a blaze that illuminates the enemy positions, setting a chaotic scene that only an experienced fighter like Lucan can handle. With precision and intensity, they maneuver through the landscape, forcing enemy fighters into the open with controlled fires while keeping friendly fighters out of harm's way. S3 Media. Soldiers using controlled fires against enemy, military unit forcing enemies out with fire, tactical team managing battlefield fires. His team specializes in incendiary attacks and high-impact diversions. Narrator, media, team conducting incendiary attacks, soldiers creating high-impact diversions, military unit specializing in fire-based tactics. In the lead, Lucan the fireman, Hansen stands with flames dancing in his eyes, ready to bring heat to the battlefield. Further behind, Bobby the Six Killer and his reconnaissance team have already infiltrated enemy lines. With a reputation for ruthless efficiency, Bobby leads his squad to dismantle opposition formations silently and effectively. Under the cover of dense foliage, they eliminate sentries and key lookouts, clearing a pathway for the oncoming forces. Bobby's movements are smooth, almost invisible. No enemy sees him or his team until it's too late. His unit's stealth ensures the advantage remains firmly in the hands of Henderson Ave and Tower Hill. In Tragedy, in the heart of the reserve, stands Seta, the disciplined leader of the backup troops. Known for his unwavering seriousness, he oversees the front line with an eagle eye, ensuring no gap exists in their defense. When enemy reinforcements arrive, Seta's men intercept, blocking all escape routes. With tactical calm and sharp commands, Seta keeps his unit positioned like an iron wall, letting no foe slip past. His precision fortifies the attack, and his team mirrors his stoic demeanor as they close ranks and brace for impact. In the shadows, Carmen the Queen wields her bow with lethal elegance. Her eyes scan the battlefield, picking out key targets with an unerring focus. She moves seamlessly through her position, covering her team with calculated, powerful shots. Each arrow flies with deadly accuracy, and her team of archers covers the distance between their forces and the opposition, raining arrows that shatter the enemy's front lines. Every pull of her bowstring intensifies the fight, and her precision spreads fear among her foes.
Regal in stature, I stand tall, commanding my unit as the enemies retreat in disarray.
In the midst of the clamor, Bigger the Rastafari commands his warriors with chants and rallying calls.
Rise up, my brothers and sisters, stand strong and fight with the fire of our ancestors.
A powerful orator, he lifts the spirits of his comrades with rhythmic speeches that echo across the battleground.
Let our courage be our shield and our unity be our strength.
His dreadlocks sway as he moves, and his resonant voice serves as both a morale boost and a battle cry, charging the fighters with determination.
Forward, warriors, for freedom and for glory.
Bigger's men, inspired by his words, fight with a fervor that grows in intensity, spurred on by the Rastafari's presence and commanding charisma.
Together we are unstoppable. Let them hear our roar.
Even as they clash with the opposition, Bigger's booming chants echo in the minds of his fighters, steadying their resolve.
Victory is within our grasp. Keep pushing, keep fighting.
Overhead, Fordy the Destroyer unleashes heavy artillery strikes. Fordy's unit specializes in high-caliber bombardment, launching a barrage from fighter planes, ships, and massive tanks stationed along the river. His calculated devastation dismantles enemy defenses, pushing back fortifications and scattering fighters caught in the open. Fordy, precise and relentless, orders artillery with pinpoint accuracy, clearing strategic zones for the ground fighters to move in with less resistance. Each strike from the destroyer's team tilts the scales, leaving no room for the opposition to counter. Meanwhile, Auntie from next door directs the medics and healers with urgency and grace. Known for her compassionate yet determined nature, Auntie's team of field medics rushes to extract the wounded and fallen fighters, ensuring they make it back to safety. Her gentle demeanor belies a fierce loyalty to her comrades, and she oversees the medical efforts with swift decision-making, rallying her team to leave no man behind. Every soldier saved by Auntie's team strengthens the ranks, ready to rejoin the battle when needed. In another sector, Vinny from Tower Hill handles the urban warfare tactics, drawing on his expertise in infiltration. His team navigates the rugged terrain and hidden bunkers with agility and understanding of the terrain that makes them untouchable. Vinny's knowledge of close-quarter combat proves invaluable as he systematically clears out resistance in fortified enemy hideouts. His strategic movements open pathways for the larger force, ensuring that no part of the enemy's stronghold remains untouched. Finally, hovering above it all is the helicopter fighter, coordinating the air assault with unrivaled precision. The helicopter team is integral to the assault, deploying high-impact maneuvers from the skies. The helicopter fighter delivers strikes from above, executing quick strikes and pulling off maneuvers that keep enemy forces disoriented. With a sharp eye and steady hand, the helicopter fighter oversees the battlefield, ensuring all groups maintain their momentum as they press forward. The battle wages on for hours, marked by the relentless courage of the Henderson Ave Hill and Tower Hill fighters. The intensity grows until, at last, the resistance begins to buckle. Despite the fierce engagement, the aggressors retreat, visibly unsatisfied and reluctant. They issue a final warning, vowing to return. As the dust settles, a sense of temporary victory hangs in the air, and the warriors know they've won today. They remain ready, though, knowing the aggressors will regroup for another attempt. In the aftermath, the Henderson Ave Hill fighters come together, their unity stronger than ever. The ground beneath their feet may still be contested, but their resolve is unbreakable.